What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Smokers Insights. We are back. I am Hefe Santana here with
the artist formerly known as Reefer Sullivan, a.k.a. your girl's cutest cuddly teddy bear, a.k.a. Mike Barr.
Man, I wish I was that smooth. I used to be Inspector Kemp, but yeah, Matt Hopkins now. Yeah.
I like that.
Full government. I like the choice.
I like that.
And I'm Abdel, a.k.a. Artees.
A.k.a. Artees, our guest today. God
I was going to say, our special guest is avoiding himself on. I waited no time.
Yeah. I appreciate you guys having me. This is my first podcast.
Yeah, no problem,
appreciate
man.
It.
So before we get started, how's everybody been doing, man? It's been a fucking while.
Yeah, it has been. It has been. Just surviving and thriving.
How's your hammer hanging?
Still to the left. That's that wasn't what I paused that. All right. Thank you, guest. Shit though, just same shit.
Same shit every day.
That's
Dude,
it.
It's been a fucking shame not being able to do this for a while. Life's been just happening, having to do like real work. Real shit. Not to get to have fun and bullshit.
Yeah, I missed it.
Absolutely.
But we're back, bitches.
Exactly.
Well, how you doing, Hefe?
I'm great, man.
You're doing great?
I'm great. Now that we're doing this,
You looking great.
I'm great. I look fucking
Dude,
terrible.
this dude's fucking looking. This dude's looking fine. He's got fire. He's got the fucking Hall of Fame Eagles hoodie on right now.
I got the Hall of Fame Eagles hoodie with work clothes under. His shit is terrible.
So with the work clothes, so what's been new at work?
Washing cars.
He got the hat on.
No, man, it's good, man. Just picking up little by little. Just trying to make it happen.
What's the spot called?
Dead End Detail, right on Reese and Lehigh, the Dead End Block.
Yeah, right.
The Dead End Block, you can't miss.
It's crazy because I'm the one that did the logo.
You did the logo to that, John?
I
That's
did that.
crazy. Look
The
how
one that
talented this guy is.
Yeah, I did the logo to that.
Shit, you made the hats too?
No, I didn't make the hat. The hat's fire, but I see you.
Fuck, man. Yeah, how you been, dog? This is last time I saw you cook me in Madden, and then you just disappeared. You just went on a fucking...
Man, I've been here at the lab, putting in some work, just working, managing my father's ambulance company as well. So it's just...
Hey, that's
just trying to stay afloat.
Congratulations on the lab too, man.
This guy's busy as shit.
Yo, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Have to.
But speaking of being busy though, you gotta tell us about the brand.
Oh well, it's Artees, always remain true, and it started as something I just wanted to do for myself and my kids and my close family and stuff like that, and as a hobby, and it just grew and just continued to grow, and now it's everybody's buying it. I got people wearing it that I haven't even personally met. You know what I mean? And it's a good feeling.
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I remember when I first met you the last time. Like I saw the sweater and everything like that, and I was like, damn, I remember seeing that on Instagram. So as soon as I see it the first thing, I was like, now I know where to rip this shit at.
Yeah, it's crazy because the EP, that hoodie, he's in here too. So I met him. And I guess that's where you see me on his page and stuff. So it's crazy, and it's crazy because it's just like how things can grow and just being consistent every single day and just staying at it every day and believing in yourself and believing in like the goal and just achieving goal after goal and just keep it moving forward, man. Like it's crazy how it could really grow. I'm surprised at it. Even like I'm so looking at I'm so focused on the next thing that I'm doing and something else that I'm doing and all the other things that I'm not even focused on actually what I actually accomplished so far. But
damn,
it's just like, yeah, it's crazy. It doesn't even feel, it feels like normal. It feels regular. Like, and I even see it like I'm still haven't reached where I want to be at. You know what I mean?
Now that like, I mean, just the way that you're talking, like how do you manage something like that? Like your time wise, it seems like you're doing a lot. I mean, what's going on? I mean,
this is just the only thing that I do.
Yeah.
Literally, like, and my nights, it's literally all day until about 11, 12, I'm just at it. Bro.
Right.
That's all it is. Like, that's the energy that I have, and then go home, sleep, wake up, do the same thing. You know what I mean? Just
to grind for it, yeah.
Yeah, literally, because it's like, I already wasted a lot of time, bro. Like, I'm 31 and I feel like I wasted a solid 10 years, bro. Solid 10 years where I don't even fucking know what the fuck was going on or what was, like, lost, bro. Like, sleep. Like, I was asleep. You know what I mean? So
you might have needed that, though.
Yeah.
You might have needed that. I mean, like, if you didn't have that, you probably wouldn't have the fire under your ass right now to be like, doing what I want to do.
That's why I don't. You know, they ask, like, if you could do certain things different. It had to be the way it had to be, bro. Exactly how everything happened, my experiences and all the different things that I did, it just led to this. You know what I mean? So why, bro, I got the energy for it. Like, I really feel like I don't get tired from this shit because I really enjoy it. It's really a hobby. It's just something that I really believe in. You know what I mean? And I got to remind myself that because even me saying it and speaking on it, it's like, it reminds me every single time I say it, like, bro, you got something. You got something here. You know what I mean? It's you. You got this. You got this. And I just keep at it, bro. Literally. That's all I do.
Definitely.
And not that it makes it easier, but like when you're passionate about something, don't feel like work.
At the same time. Yeah, that's why it's so easy for me.
I mean, I wanted to say it comes easy to you because like your mind frame is already focused towards that. Like you know what your goal is, you know what it is. So like it comes easy to be focused on something like that.
Right. And it's more like, and I do have a goal. Like I could say that I don't have a major goal. I don't have a major goal. What I do is I have small goals that I just achieve. Like it's like a day by day thing. Like I'm not thinking
That's
like
smart.
I'm not thinking in my head like, all right, my goal is to be making this much money every month and this much 5 years from now or a year from now. I'm not thinking that. I'm just thinking, all right, what's the next thing that I got to do? What's the next thing that I could do with the time and my resources right now where I'm at? And then that's what I keep on doing. Just make different goals, small goals, and just going at that and just going at it every single time. And it's always the next thing that I got to focus on. So I'm just always moving forward. You know what I mean? I could say that. I could say I don't have a major goal.
Yeah.
I just have a bunch of small goals that I'm just going at.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I think how I could say that.
Like.
So what's that? What? Go ahead.
Oh no, I was like. I mean, it's always nice like when you have like friends and everything like tell you something's like good and something like that. But like, how's it feel like when? I'm sure you've sold things to people that like you never met, like strangers and everything. Like that's gotta feel good. Like that's gotta be like some type of like an accomplishment. Like you've done something. Like the ball's getting down the field a little bit, right?
Hell yeah, yo, bro. My trunk is always filled with clothes, right? So I would post up somewhere, and it doesn't matter, bro. I'm just going about my business. Like, all right, I have to go see my kids, or I have to go to the job, or I gotta meet somebody for gas, or I gotta do different things. And while I'm in the midst of that, I steady have business cards on me. So, and I'm always speaking to somebody, even if it's just a quick thing like, yo, check me out on the gram, check me out on Instagram. Yo, I do shirts, or I got my brand, I got this. If you ever need something for your business, check it out. And it's just like planting seeds. So it's like, sometimes it depends how I'm feeling. I would just be like, it's like a on and off switch. I could just say, yo, I know I could get this person at the gas station because it's clothes. Everybody wears clothes. So I'm like, yo, this is what I do. And I know if he's acknowledging me already and he's paying attention to me and he's interested and he's impressed or anything, like, I don't know if I could say impressed, but you know, like he's listening. I'm like, yo, my trunk is filled right now. It's free to look. Like, it's free to just check it out real quick, check what I got. And he'll be like, yo, what you got? That's it, bro. You got to, all right, let me get a sweatsuit or let me get this or let me get that. You got a shirt this color. And bro, it's just all day. Not all day, but anytime while I'm going about my business, it just happens. So it's a bunch of random people, like, probably posted up places and just saying, like, yo, passing out cards. Because even if
you bringing the grind with you.
I was about to say the same thing, the grind going with it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and people always pick up on that too. Like, you can clearly tell you're passionate about it. So it's just like people are going to be drawn to that, especially if you're trying to sell them something.
Yeah,
like, and if
sure.
they like the style, if they look something, I mean, it's a fly right there. I mean, it's just like, so immediately people are going to be like, all right. And if you're like passionate for it, you're going to be like, yeah, I mean, I'll give you money, absolutely.
Yeah, hell yeah. And I appreciate that. And that's how usually it is, because people wear clothes. Like, everybody's wearing clothes, and it's not, I feel like it's something that it speaks for itself. And at the same time, it's something that it's an even trade. You don't feel like you're getting taken advantage of with the price. You don't feel like it's real. It's not like, okay, it's pretty chilly out here. You need a hoodie. This hoodie's pretty fire right here. You know me, this is a fire hoodie.
That's supply demand right there.
The customer service is Splendid.
Bro, I did it all myself. And I put it in a bag, and every hoodie gets a fucking hug. Because I'm letting the air out. Every hoodie gets a hug. So it's the real deal. So why wouldn't you want it? I don't understand.
You spray a little cologne in there and like wish it.
Yeah, I have on cologne. So like, it's there, bro. It's just like, why wouldn't you? That's just the only thing I don't understand. And that's why I feel like it's just, bro, the way I look at it, bro, I love it myself. So I'm not losing. So like, even if I have this place, my rent is $2,000, $1,000. It's my hobby. So just like somebody else might have a hobby to go out every weekend or a hobby to do whatever it is that they're doing. If this costs me this much, bro, I know I only have to make a specific amount for it to pay itself, and I'm enjoying myself. Like we here, we're recording, we got space to do whatever people could be doing. It's a vibe for me, and it's something that it feels like it was more like me finally having a home base. It's a perfect size for me. I'm used to working out in a room, a master room, doing all this. So it's like, it's a place, it's a base where people can meet and we can network and we could do different things here. You know what I mean? It's opportunity. You know what I mean?
So
that's what's up.
Yeah. So what's next? What's next for you? What are you trying to do now? You say you got a bunch of little small plans.
Yeah.
What's next?
All right, so I'm focused on the wall right here. I don't know if people are not gonna be able to see it, but the Artees wall that we got going on right here.
He just got a studio. Congrats on the studio.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I really appreciate that. So filling up that wall, right? I want to get all these. It's really just figuring out how I'm gonna actually set this place up, because it's just, you could probably hear the echo. It's just an empty thing, and it's just like, all right, this table, I don't even want this. It's just organizing how everything is just formed. Like, it's like, you know, when before they, I don't know if it's something that they do, like where the ground has to settle first, like the dirt and the mud and everything going, when it's new land that they fix up, they gotta let the dirt settle first, and then once that dirt settles, that's when they're able to do the next thing. And that's how it just feels like right now. It's just the dirt is settling, and now I'm knowing, all right, I want this like this, I want this like that, and then from there I feel comfortable where I could just start doing more out of it. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
All right.
And you guys are actually the first people to come and record. That's a goal of mine. Like, I wanted to.
That's love. Thank you.
You
Thank
guys
you
are
for
the
having us.
first people
Appreciate
that actually that I let come through the way that it is. You know what I mean? Just organic, just the way that it is, come through. Why tell you guys to wait when the opportunity, like, you guys need it, you guys have the space? Why wait until it's picture perfect? Like, no, let's just do it. You know what I mean? Let's go. So that's the one thing. You guys are the first to do that, and the goal is for other people to be able to use the place. So whether it's photography, a podcast, or you want to learn how to do shirts or anything of that nature, you could come here and you could do that. You know what I mean?
That's a really smart outlook. I mean, it's just like you're keeping options open. I mean, it's just like what you said already, networking. I mean, it's just like you're keeping the options open. It's just you're doing the right thing, obviously.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah.
I mean, it's an old saying, but pigeonhole. You don't want to pigeonhole yourself. I mean, you don't want to just.
Yeah. And at the same time, I want to. That's another slogan of mine, is going to be always remain teachable. Like, I want to teach other people. You know what I'm saying? Always remain true, always remain teachable, because why not? Okay, if somebody is somebody that I know or somebody that's close to me, and they're, let's say, a tax professional, why can't we have, let's just say 15 people, 20 people? I get 20 chairs, I'll buy the 20 chairs myself, it's no problem. Have him come out here on a Friday night, and 15 people that want to learn about taxes could get educated on that. What is it going to cost for people to just come here? I got a parking lot across the street. You don't have to worry about parking. Everything, what's stopping that? You know what I mean? Oh, and then you go for, okay, a new thing that I want to do is, like, I want to teach kids that are, like, at a certain age, like, it's kind of like be the person that I didn't have when I was a certain age. You know what I mean? Telling people to read, educating, like, but first, before I do that, I have to figure myself out, and I have to get myself safe. And then once I'm safe, I could feel like I can make other people safe, and, you know, different things of that nature. You know what I mean?
And it's crazy that you said that, but to always remain teachable. Like, I was talking to somebody, a friend of mine, and we kind of had like a similar conversation about who you hang around with. And they tried to make the point, like, if you hang around with somebody that's that you would say is, like, lower than you, like, you're almost wasting your time. And in my head, I'm just like, well, if I'm hanging around with somebody, and if I can notice that somebody lacks in something, why not try to teach them?
For sure.
And it kind of goes to show that there's two different viewpoints of people, kind of almost.
But isn't that one of the most fucking arrogant and condescending fucking views? Like, you're like, how pretentious you gotta be like, you're lower than me. You're like, oh, you can't be around me because like you're like, you don't know enough. I mean, I wouldn't consider myself a stupid person, but like I know I definitely have friends that are like, they don't know as much stuff as I do, but they're still my friends. I mean, like, there's still people I would never. I mean, I don't hang around people at all unless like I know I'm, as awful as this might sound, I get something from them. Like they present something that I obviously enjoy being around. Like there's something that they present that's just like a conversation, a sense of humor, something. They present fucking something, but. What a fucking mentality. Be like, I don't want to be around anyone that's beneath me. You can go fuck yourself then, man. I mean, I don't know.
Yo, and they say it's exactly what they say. You're the average of the 5 people that you around the most. You know what I mean? Which is kind of true. Like you gotta. I believe like it's a two-way. It's two ways to it. Like you could, especially with the teaching thing, is you could give somebody, if it's either you sell them the fish or you teach them how to fish. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's just what it is. You know what I mean? And there's some people that you might have a certain piece of information and you might want to share it with somebody and they don't give a fuck what you about to say. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's gonna be like, it's either gonna be you accept it and you like continue on with what we just spoke about or whatever the case is, or you just straight dub it, like you just say, all right, forget what you just talked about, and yo, how about this, and that? You know what I mean? That's just how it is.
Like, I mean,
because the person's gonna be attracted to that. Like, all right, I do shirts. If somebody wants to learn how to do shirts, why can't you reach out to me and say, bro, I want to learn how to do shirts?
And it's like, and especially how you're like, when it comes to knowledge, like people try to say, like, think knowledge is like, it's almost like, oh, you can know everything. It's almost, that's impossible. Like the ability to know, like, no, like that's like how you're like to think that you know everything. You're already looking at this wrong. Like it's just like, it's impossible. Like you should always be striving. Like there should be something more that you're looking at. I mean, like, because I don't know, there was a point, obviously, no, I mean, not to get controversial, whatever, I mean, it's not even controversial, it's a fact, like, when everyone's just like, oh, well, the earth is flat, and it's just like, well, no, and then like, everyone in the world thought that, like, everyone's like, no, this is flat, and then they were like, well, no, it's actually round. There was a point when everyone thought, like, the earth is the center of the universe, and now we realize, like, no, we're actually on, like, this little thing of the galaxy of the Milky Way on the very side of the universe that doesn't fucking matter, right. And it's just like, to keep thinking that you know everything is, like, crazy, like,
bro, knowledge is endless.
No, yeah, like
it's literally endless.
Not like, I mean, I know this is not to go on a tangent, but I'm going to do it anyway. But NASA, they're releasing a telescope that's replacing the Hubble's telescope, which is like, it took like all the major planets that you've seen, like in all the galaxies and shit. It's all come from the Hubble telescope. Most of them have come from the Hubble telescope. And then they're putting out this new one, which is, at one point it was believed not to be able to be done, but it's going to try to basically rewind the clock and us to be able to see pictures, because there's this thing called the event horizon, in which, like, if you believe the Big Bang and its explosion, once certain things get to a certain point, you can't see it anymore. Light escapes you, and it's gone. Like, it's infinitely gone. And like, we invented something that's just like, no, we can actually rewind some of it and be able to see, like, we might be able to see the beginning. How true, right. I don't know, but like, rewinding shit, and it's just like, you know, 200 years ago, if you said something like that, you'd be like, nah, you're a witch. We're going to burn you at the stake. You're fucking crazy. Like, nah.
Bro, think about even just, bro, Bluetooth itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just think about just Bluetooth. Like, you're playing a video game, bro, and your controller is wireless, and you fucking could be, like, it's crazy, and it's so much of it.
Lithium itself, like lithium for all the batteries and all the charging and everything, like how that changed, like that changed everything.
Like, you know what I mean?
And Africa's filled with it.
Before, like, they talking about FaceTime, how FaceTime was just something that was just like, bro, FaceTiming, that's something that's crazy, bro. Calling, using the phone, like, how did that start?
And how much it changed everything.
Make the freaking thing be wireless, bro. Like, that shit is crazy.
And it changed, like I work, I did, I mean, like, I work like an office job, and it, like, the modern technology has changed fucking everything, because there is no, There's no reason to be in an office anymore. So it's just like it changed like the whole landscape of like, well, there's no reason to buy offices. Like you get to save money, you get to pay your employees more, and that's all because of like shit we all learned. Like somebody figured out something to make shit more convenient for everybody else and to get more bread. Well, I read recently that Kanye's like gonna sell all of like his houses and everything like that.
I don't think he has a house.
No. Yeah.
No, he was on Noriega. What was it? Norris podcast.
Yeah.
And he said he doesn't even have a house.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just goes wherever, and he's like, it's crazy because he's famous and he gets all this free shit. He gets all free stuff, and people want him to be here and there.
That's great.
So he doesn't even have a house.
Everywhere he goes, somebody's like, "Yo, you can stay here if you want."
Yeah, he was in the fucking
I wish I had
Mercedes,
that.
the Mercedes Stadium when he was making that recent album. Donda.
Oh yeah.
He was in the Mercedes Stadium. There was a picture of the game going on, and he was all the way in the top, like if it was his house, just looking at the balcony and looking at he was the highest person, like he was like in the top part of that shit, looking down, and it's crazy. Like he was just, and it looked like a cell.
Damn.
It looked like a cell, the room that he was in, bro.
That dude is just he's living life.
But I am a fan of Kanye West. And even though he has his little up and downs and, whatever the case is, but I believe that he is like, he got good intentions, man. He got set up.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Like
somebody should have said something to him. Somebody should have said something to him.
But I guess it happens. You know what I mean? But at this point, he's just so fucking up. He's just living his life. So I don't think he's that mad.
I think a big problem is it's like, all right, they're clearly, I mean, I don't want to speak out of term. There's something mentally in which needs to be addressed for the guy. And the fact that like he is at the status of what he is, like any major emotional thing that's going to happen is going to be detrimental to the guy. It's going to be in the public eye. And it is fucked up. But at the same exact time, it is hilarious.
But who's to say what is crazy and what isn't, though? You know what I mean?
You know what?
You can say
heard
certain
people
things that he doesn't fit society, and the things that he's talking about is like, maybe I'm reaching and shit right now, but
this is
he's
also
kind
a guy
of like,
that sold T-shirts for thousands of dollars.
Yeah, because he could. That's the thing. It's
so
like
it's
people look
okay.
for-
So wait. So you were just trying to make this guy sound all ethical, but now he don't sound so
No,
fucking
not that
ethical.
he's not ethical, but I think that in certain situations, I think that he sold. I think that I don't think that he's a free person. Like, you know what I mean? I think that he's definitely, you know what I mean? But it's just like Drake, right? Like you would think Drake, he could just right now come up with a shirt and sell it for $100, and you would think that he would be able to sell 1 million of them, right? Probably. You would think that, but I think that the way that it's set up, Drake gets a lot of footage, a lot of like, you know how they want somebody to be the coolest? Like he's just like the coolest, like he's top boy of that, but his money is not the way you would think that it would be. You know what I mean? So I think that he chose more fame rather than the money, because the money that he's getting is still so much for him. You know what I'm saying? I believe that. I believe that it's like a certain level that you get to, and you could pick, all right, I want my money to be like this, like J. Cole. How isn't J. Cole way more in everything? Because he does a lot. A lot of people fuck with J. Cole so much, but you don't see him on I guess because he's not social, I guess.
I mean, there could be a lot of things. He might be a
They bump
choice.
into him, they see him, they could. Bro, it's just like the paparazzi. They tell the paparazzi, like, yeah, we'll be ready at 5 o'clock. You'll catch us coming out. You know what I mean? Like they'll call, like DJ Khaled. He's one of the people that I believe that he'll call up the fucking paparazzi to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? He gets them to do this because it's like visual content.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
He sells. You know what I'm saying? He made his way up there.
So I was talking to a friend of mine. She told me this story she found on TikTok. So, this couple's married, right?
Uh-huh.
The wife's dad just gets out of jail.
Uh-huh.
The wife's dad.
The wife's dad just got out of jail.
How long was he in?
Years, probably. I think he did like a body.
I think
Pause. Time for a body. All right, so imagine you're married, right?
Right.
Your wife's dad just gets out of jail.
About a good
Sees
5 to
you.
10.
For catching a body.
Gotcha. I think it was because they think it was either an assault or like
5
catching
to
a body.
10.
It was up. Nah, it was way more than that. Like
15.
at least 20. At least
Oh,
20.
Jesus.
So the time went.
Wow.
Good Lord.
So imagine your wife's dad gets out of jail,
That's already one thing.
looks at you and says, "You look familiar."
Oh boy.
Come to find out,
Looks at who?
you, like your wife's
killed- he
dad,
killed your
looks
dad?
at you and says, "You look familiar." Come to find out, before this man went to jail, got another bitch pregnant. That's your dad that walks out of jail.
Oh.
Yes.
So they're brother and sister?
Married for like 12 years. Got kids and all.
What?
You married your half sister.
Wait, whoa. Any birth defects with the kids? Nah, there has to be some. There's got to be someone that's dyslexic or can't read, right? Something's.
One of them's got
But
CTE.
the thing is though.
Do you stop it or you keep
No,
it
they
going?
got divorced.
Oh, you had.
They
Come
got
on
divorced.
But exactly.
now. That's
They
against
got
the law.
divorced.
That's against. Yeah, you can't do that.
But
Did
I
she
mean-
take half of his shit?
no, the question is, what would you do though? Because you got kids, so you've been beating cheeks for 12 years, at least married.
I don't think you could go back from that, bro.
You
Like,
don't
what
high
are
five. You don't high five your wife after that. Like, yo, good shit, sis. Great head.
Yo, that
Oh
is-
my god.
Oh, that's where you're drawing the line at, really?
No, I'm just really thinking about this.
wait,
Like, this
you
is
just brought it
this,
to life with that one right
This
there.
is just awful. Like that.
Yeah.
Like
It's just a bad situation.
this is not.
You're gonna get divorced and leave like your fucking
No, like well,
sons
no,
and daughters and nieces and
what,
nephews.
what did they do?
No, I'm thinking about the level of psychological scarring. Because like, as you're saying, it's like,
but
oh, for
legally-
12 years of beating chicks, it's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that is gonna do
but
some
I'm saying,
damage.
So
Yeah.
what's the situation? Like they got divorced now. What, like, is it split custody or some shit? Like what's
I don't know
what's
where you take
going
your
on?
fucking.
Wait, are you-
are your
wait.
sister and cousins go
So
out
how do you
together?
explain? Wait. So, oh my God, wait. It's actually one of the. It's actually like the perfect example of like looking at kids and like the kid saying it like, is it my fault? Yes, actually it is. Like it kind of is because like we're related. We need to be separated. You shouldn't be alive. You shouldn't be around.
But is it legal? Is it illegal for them to be together?
Yeah, that is
married?
illegal. You can't
Nah,
do
not
that.
from
Like,
Alabama.
stop. Stop. No, you can't.
It's illegal.
Because like it's like because genetically like you can have a retarded kid like, and that's like, I'm not trying to make a joke, like you
can
that's
have-
like scratching the fucking gene pool together. You can't do that.
That's crazy.
Like Great Britain, you know Britain, right? The fucking England with all their kings and queens and all that bullshit.
Half their
Like
kids
they
got
believed in
CTE.
like their line, like the lineage of being pure. So they're a bunch of cousin fuckers. Like they only fuck within the family. Like it's only recently they only started fucking outside the family. Because like they understand now like genetics and you can't fuck
It's
cousins.
like, oh, this is why our kids keep dying.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wait, so that means that Princess Diana probably had like some sister cousin in her.
Sister cousin.
I think she
I'm
was
just
one of
saying.
the ones that was like on the outside, but at the same she might have. I don't know.
It takes a long
I
time to
don't
get out
follow
the
the-
family, I think.
So what was like the average age people died over there?
Bro,
I don't know why you're talking to me. I wasn't from that country. That,
I thought it
listen.
would say it on the little thing.
The whole fact that they have kings and queens is crazy.
Yeah, it's obnoxious.
It is crazy, bro. It's like a fairy tale fucking land over there, bro.
Stupid.
It's
Hey.
crazy.
So
And then
stupid.
they really have a parade and she comes through like
Yeah.
Princess Wave.
It like yeah, I was
You know
over
what I'm
there.
saying?
I
Like-
was over there, and like the whole like the guards are like with the guns and everything.
Yeah.
They'll like,
fuck you up.
they don't have like not all of them have the big hat. Most of them have like it's like
Caps.
a tight brim like hat. Most of them have that on.
that's
But like
corny.
you can't like there is no fucking with them. There is no like they'll scream at you. They're like they'll
From the gate.
and you're told like not like you can get next to them and like get a picture and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a line in which like if you cross it, it just like they're gonna yell at you, point the gun at you, and it's like back the fuck up, and it's just like go away.
For sure.
But like the pageantry that goes on over there, it's obnoxious. It's just like,
Bro.
knock this off.
All right.
And there's
Excuse
no
my-
water pressure. There's no fucking water pressure over there. It's so annoying. Like when you get a shower, it's like you're being rained on. It's fucking it's annoying. It's annoying.
All right, so that fucked me out. All right, I was gonna. All right, so everybody that lives
privileged.
there, everybody that lives there, do they pay taxes to her? Do the taxes all go to everything goes to her?
Well, I mean,
To
technically, yeah, it goes to the Buckingham Palace, but like it goes to Parliament and all that stuff. But yeah, technically it goes to the Queen. But she doesn't. She's just a figurehead. She don't do shit now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right. All right.
She don't do shit. Like it's all Parliament that does everything, and the Prime Minister.
All the tax, everybody that they pay taxes,
and they pay a lot of taxes. They pay obscene. They pay way more taxes. Yeah, way more than what we do. Way more taxes than what we do.
It's crazy.
They pay a lot of taxes.
She gets a new crown every year.
No joke.
Yeah, no joke.
But it's really just.
I mean, they're necessary. Some of them are necessary, but some of them are fucking obscene. So,
yeah, but at one point,
I do like paved roads, and I do think we should have schools. There are certain things I like having the trash picked up. It's nice. It's fucking nice.
Yeah, all the shit that Benjamin Franklin looked out for.
Benji.
Shout out to Benjamin Franklin.
Ben. But back to the question, what would y'all do, man, if y'all found that shit out?
Oh shit!
I mean, I'm not gonna be happy about it. Like I told you, there's a lot of psychological issues, and I presented this question: how did the kids go about this? Like, how did the children?
Bro, I don't think they stop. I don't think they stop.
I actually heard a story.
I think that legally they're gonna be out of the fucking. But they're not gonna stop, bro. How are they gonna stop?
I think you're right.
This guy hasn't been in their fucking life this whole time, nor was he in his son's life. You know what I mean? His son, he never was in his life. You know what I'm saying? So
and to be fair, like when have you ever had a relationship end so cleanly to where you didn't go back and fuck at least one more time? Like even though the two of them got divorced, he's like he came back and he just one of those drunken nights, and she was just like, yeah, I'm still up, and he came over and fucked his sister again.
Yo, that is crazy. Bro.
We used to do this shit all the time.
Bro, I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling you, they're not stopping, bro.
That's what I'm like. From
there's a story like that where I don't know how they found out or what made them get the DNA test, but they found out they were related.
Because the father got out of jail.
They just no, it was another story.
I was going to say, the father was the one.
Artees is high. Don't order no shirts right now. Fuck up your order.
Excuse me, man. I'm sorry, bro.
No, but they found out, and then once they found out, they just didn't give a fuck. They was like, listen, we've been together 10 plus years. That's
what I'm saying.
Fuck it. Who cares?
I'm not advocating
Nobody
it.
has to know.
Bro, what would you... All right, so this is the whole thing, right? What would you do? What would you do?
I don't...
It kind of sounds like, from what I'm hearing,
right now,
sounds like Jeff and Mike are for... fucking their sisters for a while.
No.
I'm seeing head nods.
No.
I just see
I'm saying
this like this.
Would I fuck my sister? Absolutely not.
Again?
But I can see
if you were just remember the question that you just asked. If you were married to her for 12 years.
You're trying to point me in the direction of keep fucking my sister.
Hey, listen, you was with her for 12 years, bro. This is not your sister. At one point, this was just your.
God,
No. Let me finish. At one point, you didn't know her as your sister. You didn't know her as your sister, and you found out it's your sister, right?
And your life was ruined immediately after.
Are you stopping it? Are you cutting off your sister, your love of your life right now, or are you gonna continue? What are you doing?
Would you be heartbroken?
It sounds like you would have to be, right? You would fucking have to be.
Bro,
It's disgusted or heartbroken?
All right, I got one.
You're heartbroken over how disgusting you are.
How old were they? Because that matters, bro. What if, all right, if you're talking about the father was 30, I'm just talking about not as to answer the question, but to talk about the situation.
You're kind of answering the question.
You gotta, no, listen, the guy, right? If he was in jail for all that time, 30, right? And they were married for 12, maybe the guy's 50, maybe they're in their 50s, bro, and 60s, and they don't got nothing else left, bro.
Dude, that's your prime fucking years, and it was
maybe
on your
not
sister.
even, maybe let's just say 45 to 50, and the guy is just done for, bro. He's gonna fucking keep fucking her, bro. He's not stopping with her, bro. I don't know what they legally had to get divorced, but they're still together, bro. They have to be.
I mean, he's probably done
Dude,
fucking.
here's the fucked up part is he makes a good point, but it's so fucking disgusting.
It is.
And that's what I'm saying.
It's
like,
so
I
fucking disgusting.
Now, me personally, I would get divorced. But if I heard someone saying that they stuck
No,
together, I'd be
legally you
like,
have
I
to.
get it. Like, I get it.
There is that
So
part.
what are you
I mean,
doing?
You're not
Me,
a,
again, like I gotta talk to you because we got kids and because you're my sister, but you're not my wife anymore.
But how does Christmas work? Like how
So,
do the holidays
it's
work?
just-
Like you can't be seen together. Like how? Like what? How, like,
Besides to the family photo.
well, how does grandma? Oh man.
Bro, it's no fair.
Oh my god. You're like oh man. Go to the wedding and everything. Like
It's no
everybody's on-
family. It's no family. The father, they both didn't know their father for shit, bro.
Dude, when,
Okay,
like,
so do
when
you
they-
tell her you was fucking a neighbor after you found out?
Bro, they have.
Is it
they
okay
have
to tell
different-
her that
they
you was
have-
bombing a neighbor?
Listen, this is another John to it. They have different mothers, right?
Yeah.
They have different
Yeah,
mothers.
the pundits.
And
was
the
a little
father
different.
doesn't, bro. He doesn't even exist. They could say,
He
Yo,
exists.
bro.
He was in jail.
You could
But
say
they're
"Fuck
humans, you know?
Fuck you, you're not my father.
But-
and then they're just
I like how he's trying to like differentiate this. He's just trying to make it be like, you know, well, he hasn't been around, but biologically, he is still the dad.
Right.
He is your father.
But I think the hardest part about it is though, because like from what they were saying, I had like a great marriage. So it's just like,
Of course they did.
how does your mind work? Like, does your mind bond better with your siblings? To where it's like, oh my god, I found a perfect person. That perfect person is my sibling.
All right, Freud. What the fuck are you doing right now?
Just saying.
Yo, that's
Just saying.
crazy.
Yeah. That's a basic concern, right?
Yeah,
now.
a little bit.
Again,
A little.
I'm not keeping my sister wife. I'm just saying.
I'm not keeping my sister.
I could see why some people would be like, yeah, we're going to rock out still. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah, that's a little.
Uh,
It's a bit much for me.
just move to West Virginia, start a new life.
I thought you said it was Alabama.
One of them.
But,
Yeah,
They
where it's
probably
not
both.
frowned upon.
Exactly. One be the first, one be the last.
I mean, we're all from Philly, and one of the things that are going to be happening in the coming year, starting on January 3rd, Philly's going to require proof of vaccination for indoor activities, for bars, restaurants.
Vaccinations.
What did I say?
Vaccination.
Is that what I said?
yeah, you said vaccination.
We're like a vaccine vacation. We're on a vaccination real quick to the
I meant to
clinic.
say vaccination. Sorry, vaccination.
I'm like, yo, I'm like in one of those.
I didn't even realize it.
I'm like,
Vaccination.
this some new shit. Starting January 3rd. Vaccinations.
That's what the booster shot is called.
Vaccinations.
Yeah, fucking vaccinations. You gotta have proof of it on January 3rd. So is that it? Is that it? Is it done? Are our rights all fucking gone and over with?
Bro, I think that shit. I thought it was like about to be just straight over, bro.
I think they're closing in. They're closing in on saying you guys are fucked.
But I
Well,
honestly,
you guys
like,
are already fucked. You guys already got,
I already had mine.
You already vaxxed. You
I
already
don't-
got
I did
jabbed.
mine. I got the Moderna one.
which some of you got the Johnson and Johnson.
Fuck no.
Did you get?
Fuck no.
Why not?
Yo, I can't put Johnson & Johnson on my balls. Let alone take that shit as a shot.
Listen, the vaccinated, unvaccinated thing is kind of like a new, it's kind of like a thing, right? Or nah?
I mean, not really.
Not really, not a thing. But at one point, it was a thing.
It
At
was
one
a-
point, it was.
It was the thing.
Yeah, it was
like
a-
when they
a
said
war
they
against
said it
each
caused like
other.
autism
Bro.
and everything like that. And that was bullshit.
I noticed when I'm around certain different type of people, which is like both my parents have the vaccination.
Yeah.
A lot of people that I know have a vaccination, but it's like I think I will take the vaccination probably at one point if I completely have to, but until I do, I'm not.
I want to know why.
I mean, that makes
That's
sense.
the thing. You see, that's why the main reason why is just like I think it's a difference between a person that really was always, I never been up to date and really into like the shots crazy.
Well, I mean, you
As an adult,
well, I mean that's true, but like I'm sure like why would you? You don't have kids or anything? Well, do you have kids? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I do have kids. Okay, all right. So maybe not, but where did you go to school in grade school?
I went to elementary. I went to Hatfield Elementary, and then I went to Jones.
Okay, so in American,
Oh
it's
yeah. I did
Like there are certain like
Oh, yeah, hell
there
yeah.
are certain
I'm talking
vaccinations
about-
that like you've already
Yeah,
had.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you have
yeah.
like your Hep B and everything like that. Like I'm sure you probably have your
yeah,
measles, your
yeah.
meningitis, like
Yeah,
probably
yeah, yeah,
meningitis
yeah.
and everything.
But I'm
like
saying
that.
as an adult, like
Yeah.
you know when you're an adult, it's like I wasn't crazy on like doing all this like for me it's like the vaccination is it's just a weird thing to me, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. Honestly, it's just I just feel like I was thinking some real extra shit about it, and then I was concerned. It's more like I didn't want to get
is a strange thing.
I didn't want to get that test run, like, you know what I mean, like, and then especially the way the whole time that how I was feeling physically, you know what I'm saying, throughout this whole thing. And I understand that it's just, I don't know. But like I said, if I have to, I will. But until it was something like it's crazy mandatory, because I've honestly always thought that it was just gonna brush off. Like it was just gonna brush off. Like it was gonna be something that
it's about to be mandatory.
That's what it feels like. Well, it feels like that's why I'm surprised that you said that it's in January 3rd that they're doing that, because it was just felt like everything was just regular. Like everything is regular, but it's existing. You know what I'm saying?
It's a yeah. I mean, I had a feeling it was eventually going to get to the point to where they were going to demand that everyone like prove it and everything like that. It does suck to a degree, but I don't know.
I don't like it because it feels forced. It feels forced on us. Like
I mean, it is forced. I mean, it's
actually,
but
you're forcing it on us.
Everything is forced,
and that's the reason why I don't like it.
You're forced to have a driver's license. You're forced to have
exactly, like you're forced to have insurance and all this
forced
to insure those things. The reason,
well, people died off of this thing, so why am I forced to take this thing?
And it is true. I mean, there is also when it like
if I die, well, I'm gonna die. So
in any form,
why take this shit and die?
But see, that's where a bit of the problem is, like, where you're looking at about this in a very selfish way, in a sense, like, okay, if you die, only you die. But when you had it, everyone that you came in contact with, you spread that to them. You were a spreader of it. Like you could have spread it on to other people. That's where the problem.
Right.
That's where, because like polio, like it was a disease like that was rampant in like the 40s and everything. Not even before. It was just like you would be put in an iron lung. An iron lung was like it's a metal thing that you put in your body. It's like all decrepit, and you're just a head that basically fucking exists, and you're dying. And there's only about like 65 cases left of it in the world, and it's like because of vaccines. Like vaccines like eradicated it. I mean, and when it comes, I mean, also a vaccine like
vaccines?
Huh?
Did people die off of those vaccines?
No, like for that, no. It's
a difference right there. It's a big.
And the time.
There's a difference between saying like people dying from side effects of something and your polio is not this. They're two different things to compare them to. But I mean. I'm not about to say that people have had side effects, but I don't know. I mean, to say that people are like dying, like when it comes down to an overall statistical sense, it's so minute and small. It's just like it doesn't even matter. Like it's like saying like you're going in the ocean, you're gonna get bit by a shark. Well, you're not gonna get bit by a shark. You're gonna be fine.
Right. The odds of
the odds of something happening are
you
fucking
got such
so
a
small.
better odds of not getting bit.
Exactly. It's just like you're so why? I mean, I know that's not always the best outlook. It's usually, but
you know, and even
if
this,
you don't go in the water,
now
you
there's
don't
a
get bit.
spinoff that they're talking about a variant disease.
Well, yeah, I mean, I mean, that's always. See, that's always been the problem from
and
the
it's
very
supposed
beginning.
To be spread by the people that got the vaccine.
It's how quickly it was going to mutate.
That was another thing.
It
was spreadable.
See, there's that's
vaccine.
why there was such a push for getting the vaccine right off the bat, is because they knew that this thing was going to mutate and mutate quickly. And when a virus mutates, at some point, your don't matter how many fucking vaccines you get, it won't matter. Your antibodies will reject it, and you're going to succumb to it. Like that's why getting vaccinated is a good thing. Like you have to fight off. Things mutate one of two ways: it weakens or it gets stronger. We've gotten lucky. Like we've gotten lucky that this thing didn't mutate into where it can get super fucking strong, where it's just like, oh, as soon as it touches you, you're dead in 24 hours. It's fucking gone. Like, I mean, if they're saying that they're not looking to go for a new they don't have to go back to the labs to design a new type of vaccine for the Omicron, whatever the fuck's out there now. But eventually they're gonna have to develop something new. I mean, whatever. It's just supposed to be a short little segment, but
it's funny how they're mandating this shit like what next month, and like it's like COVID started, all the NBA players are getting that shit again and everything like that. It's just started all fucking over again. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's I feel like that is just gonna have to be a part of. I hate to say something so tacky, but the norm. It's just like this is like what's gonna be like. Every once in a while, we'll be like, hey, guess what? Like
Philly, baby,
because
the new
like
norm.
it used to be like, granted, like some people still talk about it. It used to be like, oh, it's the flu season. Now it's gonna be like, oh, it's COVID season. Eventually, it's gonna be like that. It's eventually gonna be that. It's eventually gonna be something like that. Like, because no one has a cold anymore. No one has this anymore. It's like, oh, you have COVID. It's this or that. Like, you don't have this. If anyone sneezes anymore, it's like, oh, you don't have allergies. People automatically think.
When I cough, bro, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. When I'm coughing in public, I'm like,
it's stigmatized. Yeah. Like the idea.
I'm like, what the I automatically like everybody's like
I
especially because I'm walking without a mask. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm walking in like I don't want to wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of those types of.
I don't want to wear a mask.
Yeah, I don't want to wear a mask. I'm walking through, and then I start coughing. I'm like, bro, you what the fuck? You violating right now?
Yeah, just look at me like, look, I'm quitting smoking.
Exactly. That's why I say all the time. Like, I'm a smoker. But oh, okay.
Right.
Leave it at that.
Well, we're going to leave it at that, everybody. This has been a pretty good episode of Smokers Insights. I am Hefe Santana here with...
Your girl's still favorite teddy bear, Mike Barr.
He's just...
Matt Hopkins.
And our special guest, Abdel, the owner and founder of Artees.
Definitely check him out. By the way, before we go, where can I find you at?
Plug yourself in.
Yeah, man.
Where can they find your stuff?
My Instagram is Abdel215, and my page for Artees is Artees215. That's ARTEES215 and Abdel215. And yeah.
Oh yeah, and seriously, come check out Dead End Detail. Come put some money in your boy Hefe's pockets. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you guys from having me and appreciate it.
Thanks for having on the episode. You was good to be here.
Always appreciate it.
Thank you.